Good evening, campers, it's me, Kieran. I read a lot of books, and I'm aware that people want to read books. Therefore, here are 11 books that you probably haven't read that you should. I first read this book when I was 16, and it was definitely one of the most, oh my god, what on earth is going on here? Largely autobiographical, Cavan is, through interconnected stories, discussing her own descent into madness, to ultimately where she ends up in an asylum. Let's keep it vaguely in the autobiographical. Strangeland by Tracy Emin, a collection of 3 memoirs that discusses Emin's childhood, her adolescence, up until the point where she becomes the famous artist that she is known for. Would it be a book list if I didn't mention an author from my own country? Yes, the Welsh author Cullen Jones's The Long Dry. Set in rural Wales, we follow a farmer during lambing season whose land is slowly becoming encroached by a badger baiter. If the exploration of the pastoral excites you, then I would definitely recommend Swallowing Mercury by Violetta Greg, a Polish novel that weaves superstition and folklore into its narrative as we see young Viola grow up. If that interests you but you're struggling to find it, you could also look at the Welsh translated work Martha, Jack and Shanko by Carol Lewis. We're hitting off the Welsh authors. If historical fiction is more your thing, I'd recommend August Shanowa's The Goldsmith's Treasure. This is definitely one for Dickensian fans, but also this is coined as Croatia's first ever historical novel, discussing events within the 16th century, and really is a living piece of literature as Shanowa breathes life and documents the city of Zagreb. Another book set in the 16th century is Q by Luther Blissett. Luther Blissett is a pseudonym by 4, I believe it was 5, now it's 4 Italian authors. A quirky, satirical look at the 16th century Italy under the Protestant Reformation. If that doesn't sound like it'll knock you off the feet, consider King of Warsaw by Stepan Spardock, a fictional story about a revered boxer amongst the rising tide of fascism within Poland. But if boxing isn't your thing, maybe horse racing is. A wonderful family saga that examines race set within the industry of horse racing. Lastly, we have Ha Ha Hoo Hoo by Visvanatha Satyanarayana. In the middle of Trafalgar Square there appears a god with the head of a horse and the body of a human, speaking in an unknown tongue. Londoners and passerbys are definitely intrigued by what on earth this god is, and therefore begin to wonder, why is it there? Those are 11 books that you probably haven't heard of, and now there's 11 books in your basket. Go and read them. Have a good day. Bye.